Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, early birds catch the worm. I'm glad y'all beat me here. I'm so happy that y'all here. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, August the 8th, 2022. Y'all beat me here. Good, good. That makes me happy. I see y'all waiting on me. Good morning, everybody. Happy day after the full moon. It is the 8th. We're here into our Vlogmas um, day. We're on Vlogmas day 4. So we're on Vlogmas, I believe. Yes, we're on Vlogmas day 4. All right. So happy full moon day after. Welcome. I hope that you're getting a chance to do some work with the full moon. It's still in action. You know, the full moon is still in action. And I'll just show you that we're at 100% full moon still. You know, this is a great app that I use. Is I forget the name of it. I've had it so long. But I think it's called Moon App or something. But anyway, those that's in class on Saturdays know about us using the Moon App and the North Node, and we do a lot of different apps with working with our courses that we do. And if you're on a North Node Community Coven right now, there's a course of the Advent calendar. Okay, and welcome everybody. Welcome Chris, Melba, Darren, Smith. Oh, I'm showing you my favorite purse. Yes. But it's the full moon. We're still there now. Okay. So we're still there now. And you gotta have manifestation, I tell you. But hey there. Okay, good, good. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. Those are in the room, hit the likes. So we're currently at 100% still full moon. You still have adequate time to do your working with the full moon. Go on and get it in. If you're new to working with the full moon or gotten away from working with the full moon, or heck, just don't know that you can work with the full moon, well, you can work with the full moon. Okay. And so I talk about that a lot on this channel. I talk about working with the cycles in the courses that I do teach, as well as I talk about it in the North Node Coven. There's a void of course that's up with working with the moon, so that tells you when things aren't moving and how, when and not, or when you want something to work when there's no movement. That's a very important part about the moon, is when she isn't moving, how to work with that energy as well. So before I pull the cards, I am working with still the moon card energy, with what the moon will be saying after yesterday to today. I felt guided to do that. Okay. So, if you and that means apparently you need to, whomever see this video, you being encouraged and inspired to do work with the full moon. Don't sit on this. Don't sit on it. Sometimes we learn things and we're like, I'm not going to do it. Maybe you can, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. But if you do, you do, you don't, whatever floats your boat, right? But in other words, it don't hurt. Okay. But it again, doing your own spiritual practice, there's no wrong or no right. Is whatever feels good and that works for you. There's no wrong or right. What if it gets the job done for you and in your life and in your spiritual practice, let it get the job done. So there's no wrong and right. Even if you in a current organized religion, non-organized religion, all of that is open here because with me, because of the fact that I know plenty of people that come here that I do in readings, do consultations, much more. They're still in the organized religion along with having a modern practice. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with that. You find what works for who? You find out what works for you. There's no wrong or right. You find out what works for you, then you find your balance, and then you'll find, okay, I don't no longer need this anymore, or I do need this anymore. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just my opinion and my opinion. And I think that gives people more freedom in their practice and not being locked in, because you find out you're on your own individual path. You have your own special blueprint. No hand is the same. No fingertips prints are the same, right? So that makes your own spiritual path and direction. It makes it, hey there, good morning. It makes that direction its own blueprint for you. All right. It makes your own blueprint for you. Okay. Um, this is sitting here. Before we get into it, this was sitting here. This is something that I use. It's an incense that I use, and I use this for my career. This area of working with Ecliptic Spiritualist on the website. That's my passion part of my career business, but then I have a long-term career. If you look at my website, you will read who I am, and then when you go down to it, you'll find out what my career is. Okay. So I do that during nighttime at work, and I always burn this because I deal with clients as well on my job. And so it keeps the energy clear as us as a team. So that's a good one. If you don't have this, it's a great incense. um, I do have extras if there is in some kind of way that you want that and you can't find it. Just let me know, and I'll forward it to you. So I do have extra stuff around. Those that's in master classes with me, they get goodies. They get goodies. They get goodies sent to them. Okay, journals and Lord of Water and whatever extra stuff I have. And they say that they want that. I put it in the mail to them. Okay. So thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels. What do you have to say? Moon, lunar moon. What do you have to say today about to the collective? And to make sure that it resonates with them. What do you have to say about this moon energy and how it's overflowing? All right. All right. All right. It's a follow up. So now they're talking about the South Node. Okay. So yesterday, the Vlogmas day 3 with the lunar moon was saying she was indicating about the North Node. Okay. And knowing your North Node. All right. And the North Node is where you're going. If you're in the room, I see there's people here before the replay. Take your time to hit the likes and then put in the comment 12/8/22. All right. So yesterday's live, the lunar moon was talking about your North Node. Okay. Now today she's bringing up, because she's still in transit in the full moon energy, as we saw, she's still at 100%. She's saying, don't let your past hold you back. And she's doing what? She's talking about the South Node. The South Node. Okay. Now, the South Node is where you're coming from. Okay. If you're not familiar with your South Node, or if you are familiar with your South Node, it's very good to know where you're coming from. Okay. When you came into the earth, what is your South Node? If you Great. If you feel guided to put that in the chat, by all means, do that. Okay. Now, with the South Node, and what she's saying, don't let your past hold you back. You must know you can take your South Node and look at what the theme was from your South Node. So if you know your South, you know the zodiac, the constellation in which you came from during that time of birth, then you find out what that theme is. You can even sit and do what? Meditate and contemplate. This is what spirit is saying. All right. But to get that, if you don't know the thing, you sit with a piece of paper and pen, and then you could do automated writing or scripting, and you'll find out what that theme is from where you're coming from. Okay. All right. I see that. I see that. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I see that, what you have written down. So, good, good. Don't pack family. All right. So, what do you need to do? You need to know don't let your past hold you back, and know your what? South Node. You need to know your South Node. All right. You need to know your South Node. Does anybody else here know their South Node? Or do you know? You could just say yes or no. You don't have to put it down. If you don't want to, it's okay. But it can be private. But right now, knowing your South Node will help you to know where you came from, what your zodiac. I'm repeating it because Spirit is bringing this back up. Yesterday it was North Node, today is South Node. Okay, this is taking you over a life review, taking you into 2023. Okay, so knowing yourself, no, good, good. I like that. Thank you. So knowing yourself, no, is important. But right now, take some little downtime, not at this moment, before 2023 collective year come in and hear what the theme is right now from that South Node, from that past experience. Good. I'm glad y'all sharing. Good job. All right. So what are y'all going to do? You have to go in when you get some time. You're going to meditate, contemplate, find out what that theme is right now from that past, moving you to your future because they don't want that part to hold you back. Haven't completed one part of that south node of your past, then if you don't know what that theme is to move you forward, because yesterday the lunar moon was talking about that north node energy, okay, and where you're going to, it will have a foothold in where you're moving towards. Okay. And when I speak of foothold, that means if I don't know something, then that means what? I'm walking around not knowing something that can be effective for me to move on. It's just like studying something, right? If you're studying something for work that you work, your job, or you don't studying something for your family, understanding who you are, if you don't know it, it's going to play a part in your life to hold you back. It can. Whether if you believe it or not, that's on you. But I'm just sharing, right? It's not absolute what I'm saying. It's a thought, it's figurative, and it's a conversation. All right. It's a conversation. But ultimately, it's up to you. It's up to you to do what it is that you need to do. Okay. If you're new to me or you have never taken a master class from me, and it's different doing a video, right? Because you don't really get to you hear it, but talking to me like live or taking a reading from me or doing a reading or doing spiritual counseling or chit chatting with me in master class or Norva, those type of things, you get to know me that I'm a teacher, right? So being a teacher and a student, I'm a teacher is a student is a teacher. Everybody's not like that. Some people can't be taught. Life is a teaching aspect. Life is ever teaching us something, ever teaching. Hey there. Good morning. In my it is true. It's not even my opinion. Life will teach you. Whether if you get the lesson is on us, right? Sometimes we get the same lessons because we didn't take the step up and got the B and the A in it. Where and then say, okay, the next lesson will be a little bit more easier because I mastered that particular chapter. And so I can move up, right? You chose to come in the earth. That's my opinion. It's true by doing the soul contract. That's a true statement. So you chose just like I chose. So there's things that we learn. Sometimes harder than others. Some people's come realm is more taxing than others. All right. Some of the trauma and some of the experiences, would you say I'm late? Oh, okay. What the 12/8/22 is about is just I'm just putting that in because I wanted y'all to know that today's date. That let me know that y'all were present. Okay. So that meant 12/8/2022. Just that's today's date, Denise. That's today's date. So that's why I had y'all put that in. And then you're welcome. And then just give you a speed because I won't be here real long. Is that Spirit was, I'll just reiterate, Spirit was talking about don't let the moon, basically moon spirit, lunar moon, and this Gemini energy is saying don't let your past hold you back, right? So what we were saying, if you late coming in, is that you must know what your South Node is about. Okay. Your South Node is where you're coming from. Yesterday's live, day 3 of Vlogmas talked about the North Node. So what Luna wanted you to know was go find out what your North Node is if you don't know. Some of you that's here, y'all know. So I see it that's here. Some of you don't know, you have to go and get your natal chart. You can do it right online, but you must know your time of birth, okay? And then your city, all right? Those are your specifics. Now, if you don't know that, it's okay. You can actually listen besides going before going to someone to find that by doing a little bit of research and testing into your bones. You could actually sit with spirit, and lots of times you will get that number answer. We've done that in our Zoom classes, people that didn't know, and then boom, within a day or two, they got that time of birth because some people I like that Sagittarius woman. Some people in their birth certificates, it's not listed, depending on if you had a midwife or where you were born. Those numbers aren't there, and that's okay. you know but we can sit with that. You can sit with that as a spiritual being and get that number from your spirit guides and angels. They know it. They were there when you were born. They know, right? Or you can get it tested bones. There's some people, astrologists. I'm astrologist, astrology buff, more of astrologist in I don't know what you would classify me as, but I would say a divination strategist or a divinationist, to the where when I say that, I understand astrology and I understand a lot of divination systems. Okay. So, but keep in mind, in my personal opinion, divination systems are not absolute because you still have what? Free will. Some people do believe that's total absolute, but I believe as a free spirit, and if as a free, my belief, this is me, as a free spiritual being, everything is not absolute because you can do an about face and change that situation in it. Okay. That's my opinion, but I fall into a divination strategist or a divination specialist. That's where I will fall into when it comes into divination systems and astrology, tarot, a lot of different things. These are divination systems that help. If you already or don't know, I don't want to get all into that because that's not what this is about. But neither here nor there, you guys probably have done all your research, and if not, look it up. It's okay. But they help us to assist us in the earth realm. That's what it's there for. Divination systems are there to help us earthlings to guide our way through the earth realm. Okay. Also, too, well, I won't get into that. This was in the master class that Earth is in retrograde as well. We did a reading on that in our master class our last week. We had our celebration of our closing. We had a gathering celebration closing of our courses for this past term. And so we did some divination, and then we found out that the Earth is absolutely in retrograde, which I was seeing that in dreams. I have been seeing it in dreams that Earth was retrograding for a while now, but I was like, okay, and then as a group, as a coven last week in master class, and you can come join our class that will start in January in Planetarium Magic. You're more than welcome to join. It is a cost for that. And we do dive deep, and it's very private and private and personal individual practice as well, but a way to learn with others in a fun environment that's live. Hey. All right. So moving right along, we're in meditate and contemplate. Okay. So what's the lunar moon is saying right now, because we're still in what? That 100%. Lunar moon is saying that meditate and contemplate. So you have time to, then we talk about this applications about the moon a lot in master class. All right. So we still at a what? 100% full moon. So what lunar is saying here is to meditate and contemplate. So you still need to sit with yourself, take time, get in nature, take a walk, path, whatever way gets you to sit and meditate. That means taking a drive, whatever that is, do that so you can meditate and contemplate on areas that you need to sit with in your individual life. Only you know what you need. You can't get it from anybody else, unless you get a reading by me. But this right here takes on your own energy. When we're working with full moon energy or this type of stuff, this is for your own contemplation, your own meditation, your own building up of your energy. Okay. In that, put 555 in the chat. All right. So I put that in there. Okay. So do you have any questions in reference to that? And if you want your own, I see it, everybody's putting it in there. If you want your own card pulled, with this, You can do a super chat if you to the channel, give a thank you check if you feel. If not, it's okay. Do you have any questions in reference to that? Put 555 in the chat. Y'all have any questions before we go? We got like 10 seconds. We've been here a little long, but I think we needed to go over that. Anybody have any questions in reference to this? Thank you, everybody, putting 555. We'll be talking about that coming up in a video. Thank you. All right. So y'all doing some confirmations with this 555. Any questions about this before we get ready to scram? Okay. All right. Sag, are you putting the offering up? What do you don't understand, Denise? Hey, what you don't understand? Because if you don't understand, then that means other people don't understand. Okay. How do you get a reading? You can go right to my website. I'll put it in here. What do you not understand, Denise? Wait, about the lunar. Okay. So the lunar or Luna is the moon. That's the name of the moon. Okay. Her name is Luna. Lunar is the cycle of the moon. Lunar. Lunar, Lunar, is the moon itself and how she goes around the earth in a linear way, okay, around the earth. All right, but she's our night star, okay? The sun is our day star. All right. The moon is not really considered a planet. It's kind of considered a rock in a way. All right. That's through NASA and my own talking with Lunar Moon. Now we call her Luna because that's her name, her overall name of the moon. Okay. But she has certain names that she goes by certain goddesses. Okay, that we reference. Now, how you learn about that is on the North Node Colon. Okay, you learn more about that in the North Node Colon, and you learn about that also in class. I teach a lot about the moon, okay, and how I put that in the chat, how she affects us. I talk about that a lot. This past 2 months was the 4 archetypes of the feminine, and that goes over the moon. Okay. So I hope that kind of cleared that up for you. If you didn't understand that, Denise, that means other people here didn't understand that either. We definitely don't want to be here and then we're talking about stuff and then it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and that's not good. That's not good. So is she Lilith? Lilith is a planet. Okay, Black Lilith is a planet. Now, there's two things with there. There's Black Lilith, there's a planet and an energy, and then there's Lilith, the goddess. Right now, Lilith is not in play, but she can be part of the moon. That is a goddess Lilith, okay? But there's Black Lilith, there's a small planet that sits farther back, closer to Pluto, that influences us as well. That's an opposer that gets us to think the opposite of things. And then there's Goddess Lilith. That's a goddess. There's a lot of stuff out here. That's why it's good to join the Planetarium Magic course that will be coming up on Saturdays. But Lilith is one of the goddesses. Okay. Good job. Okay. So I do talk about that on the North Node Community Coven. I talk a lot about the goddesses there, which is related to the moon. Okay. So, I don't talk a lot about sun magic, guys, over that, but I do hit that area. This might be going over people's heads. It's okay. You'll hear it in the rechat, but this is good conversation. All right. So that lets me know where my audience is in their area of knowledge. And maybe you need a little bit more. It helps to know this information because it makes you better equipped. And then you can work with Goddess Lilith, like you brought up, Patricia. That is a goddess. You can actually know about Black Lilith, which she is a small little asteroid planet that's way away, but she comes in. All the planets come in and out to help us. Okay. There is a planet called Black Lilith. Okay. There's some practitioners that work with her. They connect with that particular planet a lot. But Goddess Lilith, yes, ma'am. There that you can check her out. If that's kind of coming to your mind, check her out. Do a little bit of research. See if you should work with her. You know? Okay. Any other questions? Oh, we want a card pull. Okay, hold on, Sagittarius. All right. I'll give a freebie on that, but cards right now are on a super chat, thank you chat basis. That helps to keep the channel moving. If you notice, this channel is a small channel and it takes care of itself. Okay, it's not one of these big channels. We're right at almost 10,000. Okay, so it's a channel that does, require the energy flow here to stay in our small space here in the superhighway. Okay, so here's your card, Sagittarius. You're welcome. You're welcome. All is well. All is well. Show the world the real you. This has been coming up for you. Girl, you better get on top of this. This came up like 2 weeks ago, but that was in the angel deck. Show the world who you really are. Okay? But that means that you have to know who you are. This has been coming up. This came up in the reading yesterday, right? If you go back to uh, number 3 of Vlogmas, if you go back to vlog 3 yesterday of number 3, this came up for everybody, right? Because we have to know ourselves. So this is reiterating something for you, okay? Something for you. All right, family. The link didn't work. Okay, hold on. Then what you can do, what you can do is HHPS. You can go to the about page here on the YouTube channel, okay? Or you could just email me direct, but it works. I'll post it here again. Sometimes, I don't know, but it works, okay? I don't have a problem with it. So that's the link again. If go to the about page on the YouTube, and then you'll see it'll say website. You can click it directly there, and you can pull it. You can always. I don't know if y'all know that, but I'm very accessible. It may take me a few hours if you go to my website, or if you go to my email and make ask a question there. I respond. I respond. Seriously, I respond. I have a situation. There's somebody here in the chat. You need to get this checked out on your right side of your face. Okay. There's someone here in the chat. I am a channeler in the medium. I do channel. Okay. There's someone here, or either you're going to be in a replay and there's something going on the side of your face on the right side. Please go get that looked at. Ever since I've been on this live, I've been feeling that energy from someone that's here. You need to check this side out. Don't sit on that. You're contemplating about sitting on that. You need to go get that looked at. Okay? Go get that looked at. All right, and saying that, grow and go continuously here with the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. Contact me for your own private. Thank you. Contact me for your own personal private lives reading. I am already set up for 2023. If you want to get your reading with me for 2023, getting the look for the year for next year, by all means, that offering is up on the website. Okay, I offer conjure work, so much more. Join the North Node Community Coven. I do a questionnaire. When you join it, there's different tier levels there, and there is now we're having some other things that coming up in the 2023. All right. I love you very much for watching. Thank you for sitting here and listening. I hope you apply this information and what Spirit has been sharing with each and every one of you and those that are in the replay. Okay. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.